I'm just tipsy and I'm just looking around, checking the other niggas out. I ain't gonna lie.
Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Gina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video. So today, by the title, it is going to be a story time, a lit story time. So grab your blunts and join your girl. Also, welcome if you are new to my channel. And honestly, we're just gonna get right into the story time because I hate the long ass intros that be trying to talk about everything, this, and that, instead of the real topic, which is the story time. So let's get into it. Y'all, I'm not trying to smoke too much on YouTube because they really do be flagging your videos. I did jot down everything, like all my little notes that I'm gonna touch on. Y'all seen that paragraph? That was quite a bit, huh? But anyways, this is a story time about the time that I went on a date with a cop. So first and foremost, this man found me on Instagram. I don't know when or how we became friends. I just remember him adding me, and I think I followed him back because he was like looking decent in his pictures. I'm the type, like, if you looking scraggly in your pictures, you can follow me, but I don't want to see that. So anyways, we met on Instagram. He was pursuing every little thing I was posting on my story. He was replying to, he was heart-eyeing, he was liking, he was trying to send me messages, but I get so many messages, like, you got to stand out. You got to send something else that's going to stand out. So I don't know what he ended up saying to get me, to catch me, to even get the attention. I think he pulled some shit like, oh, I'm gonna be off of Instagram. Can I get your number? I'm gonna delete my Instagram. Can I get your number? Nigga still ain't delete his Instagram. I gave him my number. I don't know. I was just feeling good that day. He texted me. I saved his number, something like that. Anyway, he reached out and we talked for a minute, like a little minute, because his schedule, like he was the type to, like, he would text me, but like wouldn't text back for like till the next day or a couple hours. And I'm just like, I thought it was weird, but I didn't think nothing of it. He did tell me that his job, that he had a job, that he works a lot. And I'm just like, all right, get your money. Like, I was not tripping. Like, he knew what I did for a living. I didn't know what he did for a living quite yet. So I asked him, and he was just kind of like, I don't want to tell you. I'm just like, you don't want to tell me what you do? I shake ass, and you don't want to tell me what you do? So instantly I'm thinking like drugs, but that ain't nothing new. Everybody's selling drugs nowadays, I guess. So he ended up telling me, and I'm like, oh, a cop? Okay. I'm going to be cautious of you, but okay. That made more sense of why he couldn't even respond to me like he wanted to, because he's a cop, he's busy, his schedule is all over the place. Like, he literally works so freaking much. And in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking, like, I don't even know how this may even work anyway. Because I'm the type, I need attention and affection, and you can't even provide that, sir. Then, like, we were talking, and he lives like kind of far from me, and so he wanted me. Y'all, I'm high. I had to put this bitch out. I am high. Okay, let me get into it. He wanted me to come to him, and I'm just like, first of all, no, because you pursued me, you want to see me, you want to date me, you come to me. The fuck? I am not coming to you. He was tripping. So he was like, all right. So one night he had planned to come to see me. And so he had got off of work, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to stay up because it was late. And I did appreciate the effort. I'm like, okay, even though he does want to see me at 12 at night because that's when his shift ends, I do appreciate the effort because, for one, he's tired. He's been at work all day. Two, he's driving down here, and he's making the effort. Don't matter the time of the day. So I'm like, all right, cool. And so you come down here, we can just chill in your car because you're not coming in my house. And so, anyways, he comes down, and I'm still up, and he's like, oh, I'm like 30 minutes away. I'm like, all right. So I tried to stay up. Your girl fell asleep. This man, he was outside. No, because I didn't give him my address yet. He was in town and he's calling my phone, and I didn't answer. And then the next day, I'm like, oops. Your girl done fell asleep. He's like, it's all good. And so we just went on about whatever. We continued to talk. And so he's like, I'm going to just schedule another time to come see you. So he wanted to come and bring me some flowers the next time. So I'm like, all right, cool. And it was a little bit earlier than last time. So I stayed up. And so he came and I met him outside. And I got in his car. He gave me the flowers. I'm like, okay, cool. There were some nice flowers, and we got to talking, and in person, I was just kind of like, I don't know, like, our personalities did not mesh. Like, most times when I'm talking to somebody, we have a good conversation, we have a lot in common, we can laugh, but he was just kind of like that cop mentality, like he was the shit, he had all this confidence, and how dare we laugh at the same time, I'm gonna laugh, and like, I don't know. He was just giving me kind of weird vibes already. But we had started drinking in the car. So it didn't really bother me too much because the tequila kicked in and I'm like, just everything was so fucking funny at that point. I don't want to say the next part. But anyways, we parted. And the next day, he's like blowing my line up like, oh, I need to see you again, and you should claim me, and all this other stuff. I'm like, claim you? You thought bringing me some cheap-ass flowers was gonna make me your girl? I'm confused. No. You gotta try a little harder than that, buddy. And he was just kind of like, like laughed it off. But I feel like he was serious at the same time. Like, he was just giving me weird vibes. And this is what you need to listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. If you're getting weird vibes, don't continue to fuck with the weird vibes. Duh. Time goes on. I'm still not making an effort to go out there because, no, still is not enough for me to come out there. And so he was just hit me one day, and it was always to a point where I can't come see you because I am working. If I come see you, I'm missing a night of work, and that's like a couple $100. Like, so he would be like, oh, well, I'll pay you for your night. I'm like, okay, you want to pay me for my night as well as, like, date me? Like, he's not giving me trick vibes? Like, I don't know. So, he had planned this trip to go, and we was going to go gamble. He tells me, and I'm going to insert the text because I think I still have the text, talking about something like, oh, let's go somewhere, let's go gamble, and it's a $500 minimum. And I'm like, okay, $500 to go chill? To not take my clothes off? To have a good time, to get drinks? And he said minimum? And I don't know if that meant like, let's gamble a minimum of 500 or you're going to pay me. I mean, no, it had to be to pay me. It had to be to pay me because, sorry, I already explained to you that I don't want to miss any work or money. So, yeah, it had to be. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I agreed to go. The time comes. He tells me he wants to come and pick me up. He's going to be here at 4. This nigga showed up at 6. Now, I can understand maybe 20 to maybe 30 to an hour, but you're 2 hours late. Yeah, I'm the type, I don't like that. I like to be on time. I like time efficiency. I don't like that. So anyways, he picks me up, and then automatically he's just like, oh, can you drive? Sir, no, you plan the trip. You're going to drive. You are like, you're going to drive. And I couldn't tell if he was joking because he laughed and he stayed in his seat and drove. So anyways, you would think, since we don't really know each other that much, that he would try to get to know me while we're driving to this destination that's quite a ways away. No, he's in the car playing every song on his playlist, literally. Literally, this is him the whole ride. And he's singing along horribly to the ones that he really fuck with. So I'm just sitting here uncomfortable listening to songs that I never really even heard of. And horrible singing at that. Why didn't you ask me not one question? You not try to get to know me. Like, I don't understand. He's also, the whole time, ducking and dodging, typical cop, in and out of the traffic. getting mad because somebody's going too slow, getting mad because we're coming to a stop. He just felt so entitled to just keep going on the road. Didn't really want to stop at lights. Like, sorry, chill. You're not at work. You're not at work. We get there, we check in, and still, we're barely not talking. We're not even talking. Like, we're walking to the room. We're not talking. He's just on a mission. And I'm having to start the conversation like, oh, and I'm just like small talk like, oh, what do you plan on drinking? You drinking light or dark? You ready to have a good time? And he's just answering my questions so just interview style. And then I'm so used to like at least a little bit of gentlemanness. Like, he didn't offer to carry my bags. He was barely opening doors for me. Like, what is going on? We get down to the casino part, and we're ordering drinks. And he's trying to get me drunk fast, which you don't got to do that because you don't. I'm such a lightweight, you don't have to do that. We're having shots of tequila, and I'm starting to get a little tipsy. And he's like, ain't no way you're this drunk. Guess way. Those who know me, know me. Yes way. There's a way. There's a will, there's a way. I'm getting drunk. He ends up at this table that he was telling me that he wanted to play. I don't even fucking know what the name was because I don't care to gamble. I'll click a couple buttons on the slot machine, but I don't care for that. Like, other than that, I don't care. So anyways, he's playing, and we're standing there for a cool minute, and not once did he say, are you thirsty? Besides for tequila. Are you hungry? Do you want to have a seat? Would you like a couple dollars to go try to play a slot? No, I'm standing here watching this man fucking play this game. Yeah. So, and I'm just tipsy, and I'm just looking around, checking the other niggas out. I ain't gonna lie. Because, you're not even... Ugh. It was just such a horrible vibe. So, yeah, I'm checking other dudes out, wishing I could go kick it with one of them. They at least looked like they was having fun. Because I sure wasn't having any fun besides the tequila. That was the only thing that was keeping me fun. The only thing keeping me company. So then it gets to a point where he is hungry. So he hands me $100 bill, and he was like, hey, can you go get me some wings? Drunk me is like, yeah, all right. I go get the wings, and he didn't even say like, and if you want something, get something. He was just like, can you go give me some wings? And so I'm not gonna just assume and start spending his money. So I get his wings, waited like 15 minutes for him, brought it to him. He's sitting there tearing them up. Didn't offer me not one. But he did let me keep the change from the wings. So it was about 80 something bucks. I don't know. Yeah, because the wings was kind of pricey. $20, I think. I don't know. As he's sitting there eating his wings, I'm standing there. I'm like getting close, and I'm like looking at him, and I'm like giving him the eye, like, tequila's catching up. Let's go to the room. And he's just not catching the drift. He's just annoying me. So I sit down at the seat, and I just start looking around. And then he eventually won something on the game, and he hands me a chip. Yeah, a chip. $100 chip. And he's like, okay, here, this is for you. You can go cash this out. I'm like, all right. So I'm in the line just chilling, feeling myself with the chip, talking to people. Like, I'm having a better time with them than I was with the person I had came here with. So I cash it out, put it in my purse or whatever. And he's still on the game. So I'm texting his phone, and I'll show you the text messages. I think this was about the time. Anyways, I'm sending him like a GIF. And it's just like a monkey going like, and he was just like, huh? Like, he was not catching the, like, are you dumb? Are you slow? What? How don't you understand what I'm giving out? I don't understand that. He ends up getting off with the game because I'm drunk, and I'm like, I need to go lay down. So we go back to the room. Shit was whack. Anyways, I shower, and I'm up because I'm uncomfortable. I'm in a space that's not like my house. So I'm up. I can't sleep. And I'm ready to go. I'm still ready to get my money. So I'm like, wake up. We need to go back downstairs. And he was like, I'm still asleep. Wake me up in about 10 minutes. And I'm like, All right. So then I wait 10 minutes, wake his ass up, and he tells me again. I'm just like, all right, dude, I'm not your fucking personal alarm clock. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Then he wakes up like 2 hours later, and he didn't even take no damn shower. How you not take a shower at all? I had took 2 showers since we've been there. He didn't take not one shower that whole trip. He did not take one shower. We go back downstairs. People are barely up. The casino is so empty because we're up so early, and he's still playing, and he's not winning much. Then he did win something, so he gives me another chip. He's like, all right, here, this is for you. And I should have just got my ass up and go cashed it, because I sat there for like 2 minutes, and he was just like, oh, can I have that back? I promise I'll win it back. I just handed him the chip. And he plays again. He wins it. He gives it back to me as soon as I was about to go cash it. Asks for it again. All right, you know what? So I get pissed off. I'm venting to my close friends the whole time because I'm so annoyed from this nigga. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm so ready to go. And honestly, 2 people from my close friends, shout out to y'all, they offered to come pick me up from where I was, which was a stretch. And I appreciate them. And I should have went with my first mind and just said, all right. But I was like, you know what? No, I don't want nobody having to do all that. We should be leaving at checkout, because that's what he told me. We were supposed to be leaving at checkout. And I'm like, all right, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go get my dog potty in. He can't be at home that long. Anyways, he got me at that table for hell long, and I just kept going back and forth, honestly, to the room and to the table to vent, because I was just bored. Like, and then I was telling him I'm hungry. He's like, all right, well, what do you want? And what I wanted, because I didn't want no breakfast food, it didn't open till 11, so I was just like even more irritated. So I'm hangry, because last night I also didn't really eat like that. I think I had, I didn't, the night before I had nothing to eat. So I was really just irritated. Like, I'm ready to go. It's like 10:40. I'm chilling in the room. He comes in, and I'm thinking, okay, we about to get ready to check out. Like 10:40, check out's at 11. The fuck, you not gonna lay down? Which he did. He laid back down and kicked his shoes off, and instantly started complaining about what I had on the TV. And then he changes it, and then gets real comfortable in the bed and tries to go to sleep. And I'm like, are you going to sleep? He's like, yeah, you should try to get some sleep too. I'm like, check out's at 11. He's like, okay, we got like 20 minutes. I'm like, at this point, I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I just stormed out of the fucking room and slammed the hotel door. Well, as best as I could, because you know how a hotel door goes. So then I go downstairs, and I go sit outside near like his car, like by the exit. And I'm just about to download Uber at this point, and I was trying to see how much it was gonna cost for me to get to where I needed to be, because this nigga was pissing me off so bad. Like, I wanted to go home, and I kept telling him that, and he was just, it was not clicking. And on top of that, I'm even more irritated because you only gave me $180. You owe me $320. Where's my $500? And then the fact that you sat there in my face and handed me chips, took them back. Indian giver? What? So anyways, I'm sitting there, I'm looking up Uber, and I'm to the point where I'm like so pissed off that, like, when I get mad, I want to cry. Like, I'm so mad because I can't do anything, and I'm so frustrated. That's just me getting my anger out. And I wanted to cry so bad. On top of that, everybody's walking by looking at me like, is she all right? Is she good? So I looked it up. It was $191 to get me to where I needed to be, and I was about to pay it. But my phone was dying, and I didn't want to go that far without my phone being charged, because anything could happen. So I need to go back to the room, and I had to go charge my phone. I was telling him like, all right, we need to go. So he gets up, and so he's like, okay. And so I was thinking, all right, I could just charge my phone in the car, and that saved me some money. So I go back downstairs because I'm not walking with you. I'm still pissed the fuck off, so I'm waiting down there by his car, and he was taking forever to come. He's like, all right, I'm sorry, I had to check out. I'm like, all right, I get that part. But then he came with some wings, and we had earlier had a conversation about what I wanted to eat, and he was saying, you want some wings? And I'm saying, I don't want no wings. He was like, well, I want some wings. So it pissed me off because he had the wings, and that's what he wanted. So he tried to make a peace offering because he seen how pissed I was, talking about, oh, I got you some wings. He just felt bad that he had food He already knew I was hungry. And I was just like, thank you. And so we get in the car. It was just awkward the whole ride back. The whole ride back. It was so awkward. We were just listening to music. And for once, he wasn't skipping the damn song right and left. It was just peaceful. And so it got to a point where the wings was smelling up the car. And I was hungry. So hungry. And so I'm the type, like, if you pissing me off, and even though you bought me food, I'm not going to eat it. The fuck? I'm going to make you think that you wasted your money. But anyways, the wings were smelling too good. I had to crack them up, and I started eating them, and I kind of felt bad. So I was just like, you want a wing? He was like, yeah, I'll take one. Yeah, I bet. Because they was originally for you. So I gave him one. I think he had like two, and I'm just sitting there eating them. Yeah, it was still just quiet as hell. And I think we probably talked maybe once on the way there, because I was like, well, where do I throw this? Can I just litter? And I'm like, oh, being the cop that he is. We get back to my house. He lets me out the car, and all I said was thank you. And I took off. And I never heard from him the rest of the night. The next morning, no, I heard late that night, I texted him, and I was just like, oh, you played in my face. You wasted my time. Not once did you get to know me. You did not treat me like a lady. You didn't have no type of gentleman. You were just very arrogant and very selfish about you. And I pretty much told him, you definitely fit the description of a cop. Like, he was just very just about him. And I've never been so uncomfortable in a situation ever. And like I said, I should listen to my first mind and never went on that date. Never. Ever. And then, so as far as when I sent the message, the very next day, he texted me like, oh, are you ready to be nice now? That just tells me everything that I need to know about you. Like, you didn't respond to not one part of my text message, but you talking about, am I ready to be nice? Are you ready to not be cheap? Are you ready to pay me my $320? I just don't understand his motive at all. Why pursue me so much, so hard? And then we get in an environment like that and you treat me like that. Like, and then I removed him off Instagram the other day. And no, not the other day. I removed him off Instagram after all that. And then the other day, he's sitting there watching me on Instagram. And I'm just like, stop watching me, you weirdo. He's just weird. Like, what was your motive? What the fuck was your motive? That was a horrible, horrible experience. Never again. Never again. Literally felt like I was on a date with a robot, y'all. A robot. And I could have went to work that night. I could have worked that night and made more than $180. That's what made me mad. Because you wasted my time and you already knew how I felt about wasting my time and me missing work. Like, anyways, that was my story time with the cop. And if he stalks me enough, I hope that he sees this video. He probably won't care. Probably just gonna be sitting there like, oh, never, never, never again. Like that attitude. I don't even know what to really call it, what to call him. But he was just not a good human being. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos in the future. And yeah, follow your girl on Instagram at _your girl Gina, and that's 2 A's on the yeah and 2 A's on the Gina. If you didn't catch my drift, it'll be on the screen as well as in the description box down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in my next one.